Hi, this is Kathie from Craft with Kathie. Thanks for joining me. Oops, looks like somewhere along the way I lost the beginning of this video where I applied the transfer. Basically, I just fuzzed it on the cloth and have added it to the surface. I'm using the Sometimes I Believe transfer on a hexagon chalkboard, and I'm going to be using the hot mess technique. A little heavy-handed on the marvelous, what could I say? This is a real fun technique, suitable for children of all ages and adults who like getting their fingers a little messy. Seriously though, if you have kids, they probably love working with chalk paste. And this is so easy. They don't have to be perfect. They can take a big squeegee and do the whole thing at once, as opposed to like doing different words in different colors. The hot mess technique is probably perfect for them. You know, I was going to do my stars in different colors, but I think maybe the ocean mist would be good for most of that. Okay. I'm going to get my fingers slightly wet to blend these together and use different fingers for each color. I want to work fairly quickly with this. I don't want my colors to start, or my chalk to start drying on the surface. Finger painting for adults. Okay, let me clean off my fingers a bit. And begin squeegeeing this off. Oops. I don't want to go back over it multiple times because I don't want to muddy up the colors. You can see with all the ocean mist that I put on here, colors mixed together are almost like a gray. Missed a little bit at the top. I want to remove any lines in my text or my words. And make sure that I have everything covered. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Let's see what we're looking at here. Okay, I just smeared the Lewis Carroll. What I'm going to do is quickly wipe that off. And come back and re-chalk that. I don't know if my chalk paste was a little bit too loose there or if I just smeared it when I lifted it, but I have these little cosmetic sticks that are great. Oops. Watch where I'm spraying for a little bit of cleanup here. So I just moistened it a bit and it will let me clean it off. It's pretty good. Let's dry it. Okay. I'm going to lay this back down and actually I'm going to go over it just with the mauve. a little bit close to the end of the board, or the edge of the board, so that's a little bit tough. Okay, let's see how that looks. I smeared it again. Okay, let me lift up and see what we're looking at here. Okay, I think that looks pretty good, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this aside to dry. I need a little bit of repair on it, and then maybe I could do a little bit more with the stars. I'm going to spritz my mat with water. Normally I put my transfer in a water bath, but I want to quickly clean this off. Just spraying it with water. And then I'm going to clean it with a disinfectant wipe. To remove the chalk paste. This is a little messier than normal because normally I would remove the excess off of my water bath, but I want to do this as quickly as possible, and I didn't bring my water bath over here near me, so let me just do it this way. As you can see, our chalk is very easy, our chalk paste is very easy to remove using water. Once I've cleaned the front, I want to flip it over and I want to clean the back. And this means I want to remove any lint, of course any chalk paste, but also any lint that I deliberately applied with my fuzzing cloth. This way it reactivates my adhesive. And then a little trick that I learned to get my transfer to dry quickly is our fuzzing towels or our fuzzing cloths have a terry cloth side and a microfiber side. And I fuzzed on the terry cloth. Now I'm going to use the microfiber and actually apply the adhesive side to the microfiber, then fold over my fuzzing towel, my fuzzing cloth, and just press. So I'm drying the top with the microfiber and the adhesive on the other side with the microfiber. And what this does is not only does it help it dry quicker, it also kind of rejuvenates the adhesive. So whereas our transfers can be used 8 to 12 times with proper care, sometimes you can get much more out of them. Okay, you can tell this is already getting real sticky on my fingers. Let me put it over here to dry. Actually, a cookie rack is perfect for drying your transfers. Just set that aside and clean up my space a little bit. If you're enjoying this project, please consider sharing it with your friends who like to craft. Sprinkle the love around a little bit. If you'd like to make money creatively, or just want something to pick up as a new hobby during this shelter at home, you might want to consider joining and becoming a designer. Just comment join below and I'll send you a link to a video with more info. Okay, just about done cleaning up, and let me do a little repair work and finish this project up. I want to remove the Lewis Carroll at the bottom. I'm going to use my little cosmetic tool to do that, kind of like a Q-tip, cotton swab, but with a flat paddle end and with a point. So I'm just going to clean this up here. It's actually started to dry. See, our paste is just kind of flaking off when it's dry, as opposed to smearing when it's wet. And then I notice I've got a little blur here. I think I could clean up with my pointy end of the stick. Sometimes that'll happen if my paste is too thin or too wet, and I suspect when I went back with my wet fingers, it was a little too wet and smeared it. I should probably just gently dampen them as opposed to spritzing them with the water. You can tell this tool cleans things up very nicely. And I've got some on the edge here. Now, if I decide I don't like this, or I get tired of seeing it, or bored with it, or there's another phrase that I'd like to see instead, all I have to do is spritz it with water and wipe it off and reuse our chalkboard. I would like to see a little bit more stars on the edges, so I'm gonna, before I actually put Lewis Carroll in here, I'm going to do some more with the stars. Get this wet a little bit more. I need a little bit clarification there on some of the letters that I smudged. Okay. And here, just a teeny bit. There we go, perfect. Okay, a lot of our transfers have a distressed look to them, and that actually, interestingly enough, allows you to make mistakes without it being apparent that it's a mistake. A mistake will blend right in with the distressed appearance of the transfer. So I have some stars here, and I'm going to use a little bit of the seafoam. And I need a small little squeegee. This will work good. And just do that. Oh yeah, that just adds a nice little touch to it, doesn't it? And I'm going to do the same over here on this edge. Now my text is pretty well dry here. I don't want to press down just in case it isn't. I want to get that little star on. There we go. Let's see if I can place Lewis Carroll properly. Need it up. Oops. I better wait for my stars to dry. Not thinking. Well, in the meantime, I could clean up the stars. Not the way I usually work, but sometimes you need to improvise a bit. And I won't have to wait for this to dry when I just do the Lewis Carroll at the bottom. So I got a little smear there. Okay. Let me set that aside for a minute or two. If you're not in my VIP group and would like to be privy to additional tips and techniques and more videos, along with specials and bundle pricing, please comment VIP below and I will add you to my VIP group. I just realized I have chalk on the edge here. I don't know what I ran into. Probably what I got on my arm. No obligation whatsoever. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. And if you're so inclined to share this video with your friends who like to craft and do-it-yourself projects, please feel free to go ahead and sprinkle the love. I'd surely appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to add the Lewis Carroll at the bottom. And I think I'm going to use the seafoam. Oops, get off the edge of my surface there. I missed the top of Lewis. There we go. And for some reason, I'm having a hard time getting that L. Here we go. Couture has a monthly subscription box where you get an exclusive transfer every month along with individual paste packets to complete the project. If you'd like information about that, comment club below and I'll send you additional info. Well, here's the finished project. Remember, impossible actually says, I am possible. Believe in the impossible. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful life.